Most people just do not understand the level of focus that is required to bring their desires into reality. Focus. Focus on an energetic level, focus on a reality level, like what you're actually focused on. Being focused on the vision, saying no to all of the things that appear shiny but are really here to take you off your path and take you off your grind. Whatever it is, whether it's people, places, things, bad habits. Money is easy to make when it's the only thing you're thinking about. But focus is your edge and faith is your superpower, and it's also the other way around. Faith is your edge and focus is your superpower. I make these videos because this is what would be like my morning pill for my old self. This is what I would prescribe. I would prescribe this as like a morning routine, is just to listen to this stuff. My shift really accelerated when I started listening to stuff in the morning and at night. Even right now, I listen to a book every night, like an audiobook every night. I fall asleep to audiobooks because I just want to wake up smarter in the morning. And in the morning, I listen to stuff to set the tone for my day, even if it's just myself. But so much of this growth that needs to happen and that you're going through is really about learning. What is your problem, bro? Most people do not understand the level of focus that is required to will their desires into reality, to will their dreams into existence. It's a different level of focus. And focus isn't something that you need to work up to. It's actually more so about stripping everything that doesn't matter out of the way. Because it's easier to be focused. It's easier to become focused when there's less things to focus on. Right? If you're having a difficult time focusing, it's likely because there's a lot of stuff in the way. There's too many distractions, whether it's people, places, things, bad habits. Our potential, the way we are built as humans is we're naturally rising. We're naturally always rising. And what happens is we just attach ourselves to things which are essentially baggage that weigh us down and make it harder to ascend. And so people are looking for what their path is or what their purpose is. And I'm always like, it'll reveal itself. You'll actually create it yourself. You just got to let go of all the things that are weighing you down. You don't realize it, that there's nothing more that you need to grab or anything like that. You just need to get stuff out of the way. I was talking to a coaching client of mine. And if you're watching this, you know, so shout out to you. But I was giving him some advice that I use all the time. He was, asking me for some advice on, I forget what exactly it was, but just creating a path forward, really, and accelerating this next shift in his life, this next phase in his life of success. And we were talking about what's on your whiteboard and stuff like that. And I'm like, all the stuff on your whiteboard is actually really good and really important, but I would advise you to just erase it all. Leave it blank for like a day and then put one thing on there that you're focused on, because we want to be focused on a lot of things, but not everybody is like Elon Musk, who is really just like a glitch. He's a glitch in the matrix, right? Not everybody can focus on building 5 or 6 things at once. In fact, you don't even want to make that a habit of yours. Focus on one thing in each area of your life, mentally, physically, spiritually, or relationships. Focus on one thing. It's easier to become focused when you only have one thing to focus on. And if right now we're talking about money, well, then let's just focus on money. You should become obsessed. You should want to become obsessed with understanding how money works, understanding how to make money, understanding how to garner attention, and understanding how to convert attention into money. You should understand money management. You should understand the preservation of money. You should understand investments and things like that. Money is easy to make when it's the only thing you're focused on. And if we're talking about the context of money, pick one of those things I just mentioned, either making it or keeping it. What are you focused on, right? Focus is also like a muscle that can be trained. You can go to the proverbial gym and train focus through different ways. One thing I do that really works for me is setting a timer. I set a timer for everything I do because it just helps me be responsible with time, which is our single most valuable asset. Most people don't realize how valuable time is until they don't have much of it. You really don't have much time at all. Let's start there. And so I set a timer for everything I do. When I started holding myself accountable in that way, and everything focus has to be implemented into everything you do. A mentor of mine once told me that you cannot be excellent in one area of your life until you're excellent in all areas of your life. So if you're going to be working on focus, well, then you have to carry that obsession across all areas of your life. So if you're building a business, you have to implement focus across the board. Are you like, make a to-do list so that it helps keep you focused. Keep a timer so that it helps keep you focused. Do all of these things in the name of being more and more focused. And I used to marvel at how people would build these 6-figure businesses in such short amounts of time. I used to be so in question. I tried to read books about it and and I realized that the only thing is they're not really doing anything special. It's just they're doing the same things every day. And when you do one thing every day, or you focus on one thing every day, to everybody else it looks like a quantum leap. But really you just stayed consistent and you were focused. And that's the thing that nobody else is doing. So the results you get, people call it a quantum leap. But really all that stuff, like the quantum shift, the quantum leap stuff is like, it's escapism is what it really is. And that's part of why I'm moving out of the, like, I got really tired of the wellness industry because there's so much fluff in it. There's so many excuses for people to not want to work hard. And then they blame it on everybody else. Like, I just got really tired of the excuses in that space that people like to hide behind. Let's bring back the mentality of focus, of discipline, of consistency, of self-image, of willpower. Let's bring that stuff back. Let's bring back mental performance and the sport that mental performance is. Let's bring that stuff back, because that's what's actually going to get you the results. And then it'll be amplified by the energy, but the energy that you carry with it, that you execute with, but that's not the main thing. That stuff amplifies whatever you're doing. Having a great self-image, having the right energy, it turns 1 ounce of hard work into 3 ounces of reward. But it's not the engine. That's not the engine. That's the gas. You see what I mean? So when it comes to money, like, I started making a shit ton more money once I was just like, okay, screw dating, no more women, no more girls, no more distractions, no more loser friends, no more bad habits, no more nothing, no more partying, no more going out. The only thing I'm going to consume and be consumed by is how I'm turning my life around. How am I going to turn my life around and make more money? And that's it. And for me, it was learning how to garner. Like, the only thing I really knew how to do at the time was just post a bunch of stuff. And whatever struck gold. But it was going to happen eventually when you're posting 3 to 5 times every single day. So in 30 days, if I'm posting 3 to 5 times a day, that's between 90 and 150 opportunities that I'm gifting myself to go viral. And that's also one of the ways that helped me keep going, was I started looking at things differently. I started looking at focus and exercise and stuff like that less as of a burden or a thing that I had to do, and more of a gift that I'm giving myself. You are gifting yourself, right? You're gifting yourself focus. Gift yourself 20 minutes of focus. Gift yourself 20 minutes of deep work. Gift yourself 20 minutes of exercise. Gift yourself 20 minutes of working on your business. These are gifts, right? The fact that you have time and you can allocate this time however you please, that is a luxury. That is a luxury. It's a gift. And so many people are wasting this beautiful gift. It's the same thing with, like, your energy and your attention. A lot of people are wasting. They're wasting it. They're not, like, they're giving it to whoever. And then they complain about the fact that they don't have enough energy or time or motivation to execute on their dreams. But really, you were just loose with how you were allocating your time, your attention, your focus, and in many cases, your money. But there's a level of obsession that I know you have that you're going to need to tap into again. And that's going to mean that you're going to upset a lot of people. I've said this before, but you are going to upset your friends because you're not available anymore. You're going to come off as emotionally unavailable to a lot of people. You're going to come off as, like, consumed and obsessed to your parents. All right, you're going to have to put up with that. Like, you think that everybody else who has struck gold hasn't gone through that stuff. I'm still going through that stuff till this very day, but every day you will see me here put up another YouTube video because I'm relentless about what I'm trying to bring into my reality. And there's nothing that's going to come between me and the goals that I set out for myself, right? But, like, let's move away from, like, this trying to wave a magic wand and have things happen. You know, there's like, if we want to talk about the whole manifestation thing, the reality of it as someone who's manifested a lot in my life in a very short period of time, the reality of it is we manifest based on who we are. And a lot of people are trying to manifest things that they've never had without trying to become, or without being willing to become anyone else or change anything about themselves. And they start talking about like winning the lottery and stuff like that. Like, you really want to do that? You really want to manifest, $20 million and then not know how to do it again? Or not know anything about money management or anything like that? Like, lottery winners go broke more than anybody else. Like, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you wish for. And nowadays, I don't be wishing for anything because I just want to say that I did it. I like saying that I did it. And this is part of your character development, is taking ownership of your life, taking ownership of your losses, so that you now have the entitlement. You are now entitled to take ownership and credit for all of your wins. It's not luck. It's not luck if you create it, right? A mentor of mine said that. It's not luck. It's not luck. Money is easy to make. It just has to be the only thing you're thinking about. Lock in.